Bryan in Durham, North Carolina, my hometown. See more better with MexicoEyewear.com. But call me Mo Better, because I might be seeing Mo Better, looking Mo Better, and show everyone else how I bring that love and feeling back to glasses when I cut from my own personal designed eyewear. You got your hard shell case, Mexico Eyewear. This is the PTC 104. It has got Mexico in 3 colors on the left temple. It's got the flag on the right temple. These are clear glasses, but they come with a polarized clip-on with rare earth, very strong magnetic polarized clip-ons. And let me go ahead and begin. I'm going to pop out the original demo lenses. Program this shape into the computer, so years from now, should you ever need new lenses for your frame, I can pull it up by this shape and send them right to your home. No matter where you are living, no matter what country, city, state, I can mail them to you. You are going to be Secret Agent 2373. I'm going to hit the start button. A little stylus is going to pop up, go around, trace the inside bevel of the right side of the frame before doing the same thing on the left. Here at MexicoEyewear.com, where you buy any frame that I offer, and you will get 1 free pair of clear single vision prescription lenses or non-prescription fashion lenses. My receipt has my federal ID tax number, so if you have vision insurance or health savings account flex dollars, you will get reimbursed with this purchase when you submit the receipt that I can provide you with. Now, I am considered out of network when it comes to insurance, but you submit my receipt and you will get your out of network reimbursement if you have health savings account flex dollars. My website does not take the health savings account card, so you'll need to call me. The phone number is there with the website on the contact me page, and I can take your health savings account flex dollars over the phone. So your prescription reads -75 sphere for the right eye. So we have this packet -75. Take the lens out of the protective sleeve. I'm going to put it into my Marco 101 lensometer. Turn the power drum to -75, and I'm going to put 3 dots on your lenses, although I really only need 1, the center dot, because you have no astigmatism on your right eye. I'm going to put 1 dot there in the center and mark this one R. Do the same thing for the left, -50, -50, -50, -50 at 75. Turn the axis wheel to 75 because you do have astigmatism on your left eye, and I'll explain what all that means. Put the power drum on -50. Rotate the lens until the spherical component comes into view first. Find the geometric center of your lens. Check your astigmatism correction. And again, I will explain what all that means. And let me darken those so you can see. Uno, dos, ocho. No, wait, trace. And this is the left lens. Now, if you guys missed any of that, let me recap. Oh, I know it's a bad joke, but you'll be telling it tomorrow. By the way, I put the meh in Mexico, especially with my jokes. So, oops, the reason why I put the 3 dots on there is that, let's move on to the next screen. The blue cross is the geometric center of your frame. Your eye is just inset from there. So those 3 dots tells me that it's oriented and they're just perfectly. Now your pupillary distance for your right eye is 32. The computer starts at 32.5, so I'm going to tap the minus button 1 time. It's going to go down in 0.5 millimeter increments. Now I do want to raise the optical center height up 2 millimeters to 23, and I'm going to mark that because you do not look through the center of the frame. You're actually looking through the top third. So I'm going to move the optical center up. So this is a block, or as I like to call it, Jenny from the block. I need to attach this to your lens while it is cutting. So I need 2 double-sided adhesive stickers, of which I've got them here. The black side is the sticky side. Place that on the first blocks that are there. Do the same thing for the second one. Pull the paper away to make the black side sticky. On the back, that silver button is a magnet. It's going to do its job twice. The first time it's going to attach itself to another magnet there in the arm. And we're going to put that dot right there in the orange crosshairs. I always like to check to make sure the lens is large enough, and it is. I'm going to hit that button. The arm's going to come down, place the block onto the right lens. We're going to do the same thing now for the lens that ain't right. Just like me, I ain't right either. Pull the paper away to make the black side sticky. Line up the magnet on the back. The line up your pupillary distance for your left eye, 31.5. So I'm going to tap the minus button again one step. It's going to go down in half millimeter increments from 32 to 31.5. Get everything lined up in there perfectly. Check to make sure the lens is large enough, and it is. Hit that button, the arm's going to come down. Place the block onto the left lens. So this is the edger. This is what's going to do all the work while I run my mouth. It costs $40,000. It weighs 200 pounds. I recommend everyone go out, buy their own, put it on your kitchen counter. Then you can cut your own lenses at home, and you won't need this guy with the two thumbs to do it for you. The actual cutting wheel is this diamond crusted wheel that's going to grind away your lens material until it's the final size, from this size down to this size. This wheel in the center that has that little channel, that valley, that's what's going to put the V-shaped bevel onto the lens so it stays inside the bevel of the frame. So I'm going to place the magnet into the chuck. Of course, I don't know this machine well enough to call it Chuck, so I call it the Charles. And I'm going to wake the computer up. That is the shape that I'll be cutting. Your job ID number 2373. 2373. These are polycarbonate lenses. They were plastic, high index plastic or Trivex, which are different lens materials. I would select that, but we're going to stay with polycarbonate. I'm not going to polish the edge of the lens because it's not going to be seen in this frame anyway. I'm not going to put a safety bevel on the front convex surface of the lens, but I am going to put one on the rear concave surface of the lens. Now I'm going to hit the start button. The door closes, the clamp shuts. The lens will be traced by two white styluses, making sure the lens is large enough to fit into the frame. And you can see as it's going around tracing the shape of the right lens. And then the old carpenter saying measure twice, cut once is measuring the thickness of the lens at every point to know exactly and precisely where to place the bevel, so you have the least amount of edge thickness showing, of which you won't have any with this frame in your prescription. But I do cut very strong prescriptions all day long for free, and that is a little bit more critical in the higher powers. Now the water that's running in the background, that's there to catch the optical sawdust as it comes off the cutting wheel. Polycarbonate lenses cut dry, meaning that no water sprays on them while it is cutting. Now plastic, high index plastic, and Trivex cut wet, meaning that water sprays onto the lens for the duration of the cutting cycle. Now water will spray onto your lens, but only for the last 20 seconds to wash away any optical debris that you may see beginning to form on the edge of your lenses. As I mentioned, your lenses are made out of polycarbonate, which is 40% thinner and lighter than regular plastic. They are virtually unbreakable. These are high-impact ballistics grade lens materials, the same lens material that our soldiers wear overseas in combat zones to protect their eyes from shrapnel, from flying debris. It also has 100% UVA and UVB protection built into the lens. We know what the sun's harmful ultraviolet rays can do to your skin, where your eyes are 8 times more sensitive than your skin, so you have permanent sunscreen, unlike the lotions, creams, and sprays that need to be reapplied every couple hours when you're in direct exposure to the sun. This is permanent and never needs to be reapplied. So now it's just double checking itself where to place the bevel. If you notice your lens is completely flat, just like a nickel. If I were to take it out now, it would stand up on the counter on its own. So it's going to drop down to the middle wheel to get the V-shaped bevel, the knife-like edge, a very dull knife like myself, but a knife-like edge nonetheless. Your lens will be so sharp that you might be able to cut through a piece of wet tissue, providing that you soak the tissue in a bucket of water overnight, and then using all your strength, press down with your lens on that tissue, you might be able to cut through it. Now you got the anti-glare coating, the house anti-glare coating. Anti-glare is 3 treatments in one. The first treatment is that reduces glare when driving at night, particularly driving at night in the rain, but from street lights, stoplights, computer screens, overhead, fluorescent lights and such. The second feature, it goes by the initials ARC, which stands for anti-reflective coating, so it reduces reflections when someone's looking at you. So now it's getting the safety bevel put on the back of the lens. Also, if you take a selfie, you're less likely to see your reflection in your phone, or if someone takes a picture with a flash, you're less likely to see the flash lit up in the lens. The third feature that I like, which is the practical side, the lens is done. So in just a moment, I will open this door with my mind. I can do other things with my mind. I can melt ice with my mind. I just got to stare at it for a couple hours, but then I can do it. So, but the machine that applies the anti-glare coating costs well over $1 million. It takes 24 hours to vaporize 8 different coatings onto your lens. So because of the time and the expense, they literally have to do an acid bath in between each 8 of the vaporized coatings in a sterile room with wearing white gloves. So because of the time and the expense, they put the industry's hardest scratch coating on your lens to protect your time and investment. So let's see if the lens fits in there first time around. I tuck it in at the outside corner. I push down at the nose. It snaps right in. So we can go ahead and start cutting the left lens. Flip that over to L. Place the magnet into the Chuck, the Charles, the Chucky baby, or tonight I'm calling it the Bryan. Hit the start button. The door closes, the clamp shuts. The lens again will be traced by the 2 white styluses, making sure that it's large enough to go into the frame the first time around. And you can see as it's tracing the shape of the left lens. And of course going around measuring the thickness of the lens to know where to place the bevel so you have the least amount of edge thickness showing, of which you will have none. If you don't believe me, look at that Bryan. No edge thickness whatsoever. That's why I use the thinner, lighter weight, unbreakable, high impact ballistics grade lenses with 100% UVA and UVB protection. The other nice thing with every pair of lenses, your lenses are aspheric, which simply means not spherical. A spherical lens is completely round in every direction, giving you an ugly cosmetic fishbowl appearance. So, as I mentioned, your lenses are thinner and lighter weight, but they're also flatter, designed to fit in today's flatter curvature frames. So this will give you a wider field of view and a better cosmetic look. Now, when you buy glasses from people online, they're going to charge you for your lenses. That's no bueno. If you want the thinner, lighter weight, unbreakable polycarbonate lenses, they charge you an upgrade for that a second time. That's double no bueno. If you want the aspheric lenses with the flatter front curvature, they charge you a third time, which is what, triple no bueno? That's just 3 times no bueno to me. So, go ahead and take the block off, pull the sticker away, dry that off, throw that in there, add this to my sticker collection. Come down here, read the power on the lensometer. I'm going to put it in over that black dot. Read the power, and I'm getting minus 75, going away from 0 towards 1. We're at 3 steps, 1 tick mark away from 1 in the minuses, in the reds. Your prescription is minus 75 sphere for the right eye. The unit of measurement we use in the optical world is called a diopter, spelled D-I-O-P-T-E-R, starting at 0 and going up in quarter increments from there, 0.25, 0.50, 0.75, so you're on the 3rd rung of a ladder. You are naturally nearsighted. With your glasses off, everything looks great, but as things get farther away, they start to get blurry. So that's why there's a minus sign. Your lens is minified to the correct size. Now you have no astigmatism correction for your right eye. Now your left eye, you have 2 steps of farsighted correction, but you have 2 steps of astigmatism correction. Uncorrected astigmatism makes 6s and 8s look alike, or the letters P and F. Think of it as the fine-tune knob. And we're going to turn that fine-tune knob to 75. A straight line is 0 to 90 to 180. We're going to turn that fine-tune knob to 75 to make everything nice and crisp. You have minus 50 curvature this way. 90 degrees away, you have another 2 steps. That's how we line those 2 steps up to make everything nice and crisp. And we're going to turn that to the 75th meridian. Now these frame and lenses complete. Actually, I apologize. I wrote down 149. All the other glasses in the collection, which I need to go grab, start at 149 complete. The ones with the magnetic clip-on are 174. So, because it's $25 for the clip. Now if you want, there's a second clip available, making the total $199. Now you did get my house anti-glare for $44.99. All frames are tax-free. I'm in North Carolina. By the way, Bryan has been following me on this project. He is usually my waiter at my favorite restaurant in Durham called Kumi's. The guy has a great work ethic. He works his butt off, if you don't mind me saying so. 18 years old, got a good head on his shoulders, knows what he wants to do for life, great work ethic. Look, I've already lost his frame, it's down here. So I'm going to tuck it in at the outside corner, push down at the nose, it snaps right in easily. Take the block off, add to my sticker collection, throw that back in there. But he actually works 2 jobs, great work ethic. Now he does have a beautiful Ford Mustang that he's paying for, but Again, great guy, great work ethic. I certainly didn't work as hard and as intelligently as he does when I was his age. And but I know there's a great future for him, and I love that I can help him get on his way with while he rocks my frames. But I told him about this project as it began a few months ago. He couldn't wait to see him when I was done. He said he wanted to support me in my venture and wanted to get one of the first frames that came out, so it is done. I brought the frames to the restaurant. He tried them on. He wants these. I'm going to personally deliver these to him tonight. Everyone else, don't worry, there's free shipping anywhere in the US. So the axis wheel is still on 75 from when I adjusted for the left eye. I never moved it for the right. Put the lens in, rotate the power drum. We're at minus 50, exactly halfway between 0 and 1. Minus 50, you have another minus 50 of astigmatism correction. Read that second curvature, and we're at minus 1. That's because, remember high school algebra? Well, actually, he probably does. You add two like signs together. Most people my age don't remember that. So let's use today's term. Someone borrowed 50 cents from you, then they borrowed another 50 cents. That's where we're at $1 in the red. Now this is the portion, well actually I want to measure your pupillary distance next. This is known as final inspection to make sure the lenses were cut perfectly. Your PD for your right eye, 32, for the left, 31.5. When I turn the card around, I'm going to place my PD stick against my thumb on your right lens. When we hold it up to the left lens, we're getting 63.5, so that is cut perfectly. I want to check the optical center height, not to the bottom of the lens, but to the middle of the plastic. And that measurement will come to 23, because again, you're not looking through the center of the lens. Your eye is just above that. So measuring to the middle of the deepest part of the frame, we're getting 23 millimeters. 23 millimeters. Now I am going to personally deliver these in the next few minutes before he gets off work, but I just want to point out to everyone that there is free shipping anywhere in the US. So when you get these anyone else who gets these in the mail, there's a small chance that these could fit too loose or too tight. However, there's an 80% chance that one side is going to sit higher than the other, because 80% of people have one ear that is higher than the other, and I am no different. And I'll show you in just a moment. But because of that statistic, 99% of all optical shops will do free adjustments. But I'm going to get these in standard alignment first, also known as a 3-point stance. The 3 points are 1, 2, the bottom of the frame being 3. I set them on the counter, press down, there is no wobble. Now when I say wobble, oh, I forgot I'm wearing my Oakleys tonight. I've yet to make a pair for myself. That is coming. But I can do that. Anyone else watching, by the way, I can do any power lens. I can do any type of lens. These Oakleys have my Zeiss photochromic blue lenses. I'm just going to show you this real quick. But yeah, I can do any power lens. I can do any lens options. Just clear with anti-glare. Transitions photochromic in gray, brown, green, or blue. With and without anti-glare. I can do the transitions extra active in gray and brown with 6 colors of flash mirror coating, so they go from clear to a mirror coating. This is just tinted. There's mirror coatings in either silver, gold, green, or blue, and red and pink, by the way, which I want to do one that has a green lens on the right side and a red lens on the other to match the flag. I thought that would look cool, but I'm going to put mine back on so I can see what I'm doing. Flip these over, press down, there is no wobble, close each temple to make sure they overlap perfectly, and they do, that neither temple is askew like that. Check the tension on each hinge. If one was tighter or one was weaker, I would tighten the weak one or loosen the tight one until they're matching. Now, actually hang on for 1 second. I want to go grab something. Hang on, please. Okay, thank you. I'm back. I just wanted to show you the rest of the collection. Of course, all frames come with the Mexico Eyewear hard case. Comes with the Mexico Eyewear cleaning cloth. But this is the frame that Bryan got. There's 2 options for this frame. They all have the flag on the temple, but you can get the Mexico in white or the Mexico in the 3 colors of the flag. This is the standard color. This frame, the PTC 104, is this one. The 104-1 means 1 color on the for Mexico there. But this frame comes in the matte black. This is a 56 eye size. It also comes in a demi tortoise color with the polarized clip-on. The 2 with polarized clip-ons are the, whoa, look out now, look out. The 103, which is the classic P3 shape with the keyhole bridge. It's called a key. This is known as a saddle bridge. If you were to put a saddle on a horse, that's how it would fit over there. This has a keyhole bridge, just like the old houses. You can put a skeleton key in there. Again, it comes with the rare earth magnetic polarized clip-ons. Also comes in a crystal color. Every frame has the flag of Mexico on there. And then, of course, these come with the 3 colors there, or you can get it with just the 1 color. Then I also have the most popular frame, which is the 7015. This is in a 54 eye size. You can, in that shiny black, you really see the 3 colors really well, the flag really well on here. This is the same size as the Ray-Ban 2132 New Wayfarer. This is the 52 eye size, but this is more like the 55 from Ray-Ban. Now you have 3 of these frames. Flag on one side, of course the 3 colors, everything in this tray has 3 colors. This is a medium-sized frame. It has great spring hinges. This one comes in black, brown, and I love this color, red with black on there. I love the way they combine the colors together. Now these are the first that I have out there. By the way, I have a kids frames for the niños and niñas, and this has the most amazing spring hinge. Now petite women can wear this, teenagers, anyone who can be rough on them. This is a great frame to have. So the ones with the white color on the temple, 3 frames, and again, I can put sunglass lenses in any of these. This is the same frame. I just went ahead and turned these into sunglasses so they truly did look like the Ray-Bans. But I can put any color sunglass frame in any of these. And here, actually some green lenses would look really nice, the green and red to go with the flag. And I only have the kids frames with the 3 colors. I don't have it in the 1 color. And you can still get, again, any lens, the transitions like I have in here. Keep this clip in your car. And that way, because that's the one time that transition lenses won't darken is when you're in a vehicle. So just think of this as your seatbelt. When you get in the car, put on your seatbelt, put on the clip. When you get out of the car, take off the clip, leave it in the console, and take off your seatbelt. Now, again, the magnetic clip-on frames sell for $174 with 1 clip-on. It is available for $199 with 2 clip-ons, so you can keep 1 in your car, 1 in your spouse's car, 1 in your work vehicle. That way you've always got it with you. If you get in your spouse's car and you forget your clip-on, keep this in there, and then you can always have sunglasses no matter what car you are in. So again, every frame comes complete for $149 with any power single vision lens. Single vision just means it's for distance, for computer distance, or for reading. I can do a line style bifocal, which is the traditional type of bifocal. I can do the invisible bifocal like Eyewear. I can do transitions with anti-glare, transitions extra active with the mirror coatings. I can do tinted sunglass lenses. I can do polarized. I can do anything that you want. There's nothing I can't do when it comes to glasses. So do me a favor, like this video, subscribe to my Mexico Eyewear YouTube channel, click the bell icon so you'll get notification as future videos come out. Please share this video with someone else who may like to see this. This is my project I'm taking on. I would love to have this really take off and do well, that more and more people see these videos, more and more people will know about them. You can follow me on Facebook as Mexico Eyewear, same as Instagram and Twitter. Actually, Instagram is Mexico_Eyewear. Twitter is Mexico Eyewear. If you have any questions, you can email me at info@mexicoeyewear.com. Again, this whole project is for people who love Mexico. Bryan at my favorite restaurant, you've always taken such good care of me. I wanted to make sure you got one of the first frames as they became available. And now hopefully everyone else has got a chance to see how I bring that love and feeling back to glasses. Thank you.